What is happening, guys? Welcome to Angry Mack Adventures. Today we are continuing the build on the LC200. Guys, today we are installing the Manta exhaust systems. From factory, they have a lot of restriction, basically from the engine back to the exhaust. They've got 2 Cadillac converters, 2 DPFs, a center muffler and a rear muffler, and the time that sound goes from the engine back to the exhaust it's nothing. So today we're going to be installing the DPF back exhaust system from Manta. This is the 3-inch to the single 4-inch exit. A lot of people have been buying it and they reckon that it enhances the sound quite a bit. It's not the best sound, obviously, because we still have a lot of restriction there. We've got the DPFs and the Cadillac converters, but it's a lot better than factory. So today we're going to be installing it up the shed. We're going to go down and get the car. Hopefully this gives you guys a bit of an idea of what way you want to go in terms of your exhaust system. So this is the standard system. Very, very quiet. Alrighty, so that was the factory exhaust. I tried to do a couple of little pulls there and installing up that converter just to give you guys an idea of what the sound is with the factory exhaust system. So now we're just heading up the top, a bit of an installation video, see how hard it is to actually fit this exhaust system. It is DPF back, so it looks like a couple of gaskets, a couple of flanges, and that's about it. So let's get straight under the car, install this, and see what the difference in sound. This is the aluminised steel Manta exhaust system. So 3-inch from the DPF, then it goes into a 4-inch at the back single exit. So they've got like a nice little polished tip at the end just to make it look nice and neat. Just want to say a huge thanks to Core 4X4 Jason. Man, thank you very much. He supplied me with the exhaust system. I'm sure a lot of you guys in Perth that have 200 series know about Jason. He basically does everything with 200 series. So here it is here, guys. Let's get it straight out the box. We'll show you exactly what the kit comes with, tools that are needed, and I'm actually not going to jack it up or anything. So for you guys at home that want to install this yourself, I'm going to show you how to install it with minimal tools. So let's get straight into it. I want to show you guys how big the 4-inch looks. Look at that. That is the exit. Can literally put my whole hand in there. So that's the polished tip that they give you guys. It actually looks really nice, so I can't wait to install this. But that's the 4-inch. Oh my god, that is huge. All right, let's get this on. So here is the exhaust laid out on the floor. Here is your 3-inch outlets from your DPFs, and it goes straight into a 4-inch. So there's your 4-inch there. Then it follows over the diff and out to the back. Now you can see here that they painted with this like black stuff just to make it look nice, so it is going to chip away, but this whole exhaust system is coated in aluminium. It's called aluminised steel. They basically use this as a rust preventative, and with Manta, mild steel, 2 years warranty. If you guys go for the stainless steel exhaust, that's 10 years warranty. So this system here is just over 1,100 bucks, and I believe the stainless steel is just over $1,600. So it's another $500 for the stainless steel. I'm not sure what I'm going to do later down the track with this build. Basically half of it is still the factory exhaust system, so I'm going to be putting this on now just so I can get that note, and then later down the track, if I ever want to do a DPF delete or get some more power out of this thing, then I'll decide to replace the whole system. And you still get pretty good money second hand for these exhaust systems, so I think you only lose a couple $100, which is really good. They hold their value well. So guys, let's get this straight on before it starts to rain. Alright, now just as I come down, I went forward driving and I've already busted the side step. So for you guys out there that have 200 series and you've got a good brand of side steps in Australia, let me know in the comments, because that thing is absolutely toast. Alrighty, so jumping under the car here, guys, this big box that is there where all those funky little devices are hooked up to, that there's your DPF, as well as that side over there. So basically from the DPF, it comes into this 2 1/4, I think it is, or 2.5 inch exhaust, runs down to this center muffler here. So it's a big muffler, that's compared to my hand. Then it runs over the diff and to a rear muffler at the back. That's the rear muffler there. The whole exhaust system is on like these rubber hangers, so you can actually move the exhaust, and what that does is that prevents cracking and stuff like that when the engine's running because of the vibration. So you got to remove it from the factory hangers. Let's undo all the bolts and hopefully it's an easy installation. Now the first two are actually pretty basic, undoing these with the 14mm. On this side here, it's actually welded to the exhaust, so all you got to do is just undo it. You also have to remove this little piece here from there to there. So this one gets removed. Ooh. So this is the driver's side exhaust exit. So these got those funky bolts with the springs. That's what it looks like there. We have to actually reuse these, I believe. So we'll put these aside for now. Now, last nut that we got to undo is the one here just after the center muffler. Everything now is undone bolt wise. You get your screwdriver in there and you basically just pop it out. Hopefully you can see that. If not, I'm sorry. So get that screwdriver in there. You basically want to get the screwdriver past your hanger point and then kind of pop it off. Just like that. So I was actually hoping that I could take this exhaust out without lifting the car up, but I think I actually do, because I can't get that bend that goes around the actual diff. I'll just throw this light in. Can't actually get that bend that goes around the diff out because it's just too much of an angle, because this needs to go down. So every time I move this, it changes the angle of that. So I might just need to grab the jack so we can just remove this this rear muffler. You did have to jack the car. I was trying to do it without a jack, but you guys definitely have to jack it up. Alrighty, one little tip that Jason did say is to make sure that you remove that factory gasket, otherwise you will have an exhaust leak. So after you remove that, put the supplied gasket in and start fitting it all together. Now these two here do use the factory nuts, and then the rest is supplied.
Manta exhaust system done a very good job of replicating the factory Toyota exhaust system. So basically it is a direct bolt-on hooking up to all the factory hangers. So the best way I found to install this exhaust system was to actually use the hangers first, hang the exhaust up and then bolt it all together. It made it a very simple installation. So this is the last piece of the puzzle, the 4-inch exit. We're just hooking it up to the hangers now and then clamping it onto the rest of the exhaust. Now all the bolts were hand tight to make sure everything was a bolt-on application and there was nothing rubbing or touching, anything like that. Now once I was happy with that, I used the ratchet gun just to tighten everything up and then went ahead and went over every single bolt with the ratchet just to make sure everything was tight. And that is it, guys, the DPF back Manta exhaust system. It took just over an hour to install, so very, very simple, and looks great.
Well guys, that is it for this episode. I hope you found the installation video quite useful. It's very easy to install, especially for the DPF back exhaust. Just a couple of flanges and basically you're done. So there is a bit of a comparison in terms of the factory exhaust system and the Manta exhaust system, DPF back. On idle, when you start it up, there's not much difference at all. It's very, very similar in sound, but under load and when you're actually driving, you've got that slight increase in note. Nothing too dramatic, so if you guys are chasing that big V8 sound, then this system here may not be what you're looking for. There's plenty more stuff that we got to install on this car. There's just parts coming at the moment. We've got an airbox to install as well as a snorkel, so we can get all these supporting modifications done before it goes in for a ECU remap. So guys, that is it from me. I'll see you in the next one.